Today we will study lipids, lecture 10. Okay, so the lipids are a large and diverse group of naturally occurring organic compounds that are generally insoluble in water but soluble in non-polar organic solvent like ether, chloroform, acetone, and benzene. The biological function of lipids are as diverse as their chemistry. So there are three types of lipids. One is storage lipid, and the examples are triacylglycerol. Structural lipid, examples are phospholipids of membranes, and other lipids that works as a signaling molecules, cofactors, electron carriers, and pigments. Ubiquinone as electron carrier is an example of other lipid. So today in this lecture 10 we will study only the storage lipid. So lipids such as cholesterol ester, and triacylglycerol are stored in our body primarily in the specialized fat cell called adipocytes, which comprise a specialized fatty tissues called adipose tissues. So this is the illustration of adipose tissues where fat storage area in the adipocytes. So the fats and oils used almost universally as stored forms of energy in living organisms as derivatives of fatty acids. The fatty acids are hydrocarbon derivatives at about the same low oxidation state. That means they are highly reduced as the hydrocarbons in fossil fuels. The cellular oxidation of fatty acids to carbon dioxide and water is highly exergonic. That means it's energy producing reactions. So the fatty acids containing compounds that are most commonly found in living organisms includes triacylglycerol and waxes. So fatty acids can be saturated and can be unsaturated. Fatty acids are carboxylic acid with hydrocarbon chain ranging from 4 to 36 carbons found in certain types of lipids, triacylglycerol and phospholipids. So fatty acids that possess no double bond are called saturated, have maximum number of hydrogen atoms. Saturated fatty acids are linear in structure and originated from animal sources like fats and are typically solid at room temperature. Fatty acids with double bonds are unsaturated, either monounsaturated having one double bond or polyunsaturated having more than one double bond. Unsaturated fatty acids are bent in structure, originated from plant sources, and are typically liquid at room temperature. So here the structure schematic diagram of different types of fatty acids. So unsaturated fatty acid may occur in two distinct different structural configurations called cis and trans. The cis is defined as when the hydrogen atoms attached to the carbon double bond are on the same side. When the hydrogen atom attached to the carbon double bond are on the same size. Look at here. This is cis. But when the hydrogen atom attached to the carbon double bond are on different side, it's called trans. So trans fatty acids do not commonly occur in nature and are typically produced by an industrial process called hydrogenation. Trans fatty acids are generally linear in structure despite being unsaturated and are usually solid at room temperature. So what are the storage lipids? Structural saturated and trans fatty acids are bad for health. So here the comparison of main types of fatty acids like unsaturated fatty acid, saturated fatty acid, trans fat. So while all the type of fat consumed as part of dietary intake will cause adverse health effect if taken in excessive amount, some types of fats are associated with increased health risks. The mix of fats in the diet influences the level of cholesterol in the bloodstream. Saturated fats and trans fats raises blood cholesterol levels, while unsaturated fats lower blood cholesterol levels. Here the examples of unsaturated fatty acid like almonds, vegetable, fish, olive oils, and they raise good cholesterol level and they are very good for health. Saturated fatty acid and food examples are beef, butter, pizzas, ice creams, and they raises bad cholesterol level like VLDL or VLDL or LDL, and which are bad for health. And trans fats are much more bad for health. They are cookies, they are found in cookies, donuts, cakes, fries, and they raise blood cholesterol, bad cholesterol levels. So here is the example of saturated fatty acid like stearic acid or sodium stearate that is used in the soap. And how this work, I think you already known about that in the class or in the previous classes, so I don't want to explain this one here. So here is the example of unsaturated fatty acid called cis-oleic acid. So oleic acid is a fatty acid that occurs naturally in various animals and vegetable soil, and it is an odorless, colorless, although commercial samples may be yellowish like here. In chemical terms, oleic acid is classified as a monounsaturated omega-3, omega-9 fatty acid, abbreviated with the lipid number of 18:1 cis-9. So this means the fatty acid contain, this is the lipid number, and this assigned number is for particular fatty acid. So the 18 means that fatty acid contain 18 carbon, 1 means having one double bond, and the configuration of double bond is cis, and it is located in carbon number 9. So here are some examples of naturally occurring saturated fatty acids, and you can see here 16:0 means this fatty acid contains 16 carbon and having no double bond. And here you can see 18:1 and delta 9. That means this fatty acid contains 18 carbon having one double bond, and it is in number 9 position, like 1, 7, 1, total 9. So here is the structure of vaccinic acid, and this is the hydrophobic head, hydrophobic tail, and trans double bond is located here. So if we broadly classify the fatty acid, we can get saturated fats and unsaturated fats. Unsaturated fats are two types: polyunsaturated and monounsaturated. Monounsaturated fatty acids are called omega-9 fatty acid and found in olive oils, avocados, peanuts. Okay, and polyunsaturated fatty acid are two types: omega-3 and omega-6. And here are the examples where those fatty acids are found. And here are the examples of and some sources of omega-3 fatty acids. So alpha-linolenic acid, docosahexaenoic acid, eicosapentaenoic acid. Those are omega-3 fatty acids, and that means that they are polyunsaturated fat. And they are found in flaxseeds, nib beans, walnuts, olive oil, cold processed olive oil, and kidney beans, leafy green vegetables, cold water salmon, pecans, winter squash. Okay. And what are the health benefits of omega-3 fatty acids? They fight against depression and anxiety. They improves eye health, and it promotes brain health during pregnancy. It supports heart health. It prevents cancer. It improves bone and joint health. It improves sleep, and it fights against inflammation. So those are very important health benefits of omega-3 fatty acids. So that's the end of the class 10. Thank you very much for listening.